What's this that I hear? Did somebody say a tournament simulation? Welcome everybody to the UEFA European Championships 2024 from Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first tournament simulation on this channel in about 2 months. And what a tournament to come back for. It is indeed the European Championships of 2024 in Germany. If you go on to enjoy this video, make sure you're hitting that like button down below and smashing the big red subscribe button so you don't miss future tournament simulations as we go through this FM22 cycle and even into FM23 some point later on this year. But for now, we are here for the entire tournament of Euro 2024, and who knows what surprises we are going to get in this tournament coming up. Of course, Italy, as we know, are the real-life reigning champions going into this tournament, so they've got a big target on their backs. Will there be a retaining of the crown by Italy? Will England get their revenge? Or will France complete a World Cup and European double? All these answers to these questions will be answered in this video. We could even get maybe a surprise winner in this one, a la Greece 2004. Who knows? I'm doing this intro before I've even done the tournament itself, and I'm so looking forward to this. Popping up on the screen now will be a list of all the nations that are appearing in this tournament, and plus what groups they are in. It's not indicative of where they've actually finished. We'll be going through that in just a moment. But before we get into the groups, I have also previously done a 2022 World Cup simulation video, which will be popping up on the screen above my head somewhere. If you're interested in that video, feel free to go and check that out after this video. But, you know, continue watching this one for the moment, and then feel free to head on over to that video. Link is also down in the description. But for the moment, let us get into the group stages and let us see how the group stages have finished and who will be progressing to the knockout rounds. In Group A, Germany and Portugal qualify in first and second respectively, with Belgium through as one of the 4 best placed teams who finished third. Slovakia go out with 1 point. Spain and Sweden qualify from Group B in first and second, with Croatia as another of the 3rd best placed teams. Kosovo are out with 0 points. In Group C, Holland and Serbia are the only ones to qualify, with Poland and Austria out on 2 points. Serbia, interestingly, also go through, but with only 2 points. Group D, Italy and France. Italy being the reigning European champions, France as the reigning world champions, are through. Czech Republic will join them in 3rd place. Scotland are out. In Group E, England and Denmark are the only ones to qualify, with Bosnia-Herzegovina out with 2 points and Ukraine bottom of the group with 1 point. And in Group F, Norway and Turkey qualify in first and second. Slovenia finished third as the last of the 3rd best placed teams. Finland are sadly out with 0 points. And so, with the group stages out of the way, it is now time for the knockout rounds of Euro 2024, which will be the second round, the quarterfinal, the semi-final, and of course the final, where we will be witnessing 1 game from each round. And I've chosen a bit of an underdog match for the second round. It will be Norway versus Croatia that we will be witnessing the highlights of. I did go a bit too far through the second round, so some of the matches have already happened, but luckily this was the game that I wanted to go to, so that's the one we are going to be witnessing. Norway versus Croatia, in what has to be viewed as a sort of a wild card match, where I think the winner is going to do a very deep run into this tournament, and we're going to be lucky enough to witness who that may be. Spoiler, might include a good performance from Erling Haaland. I say that, he probably won't show up now. Alright, here we go folks, the second round match of Euro 2024, Norway versus Croatia. 2 sides who are hoping to do a very deep run in this tournament. Of course, Norway led by the mercurial Erling Haaland. Croatia hoping to repeat their historics of the 2018 World Cup, where they finished runners-up to France, who are also the reigning world champions who are competing in this tournament as well. But maybe Croatia feel they can go one better. We shall find out. One way or the other, one of these nations will go through, another will be going home. First of all, though, the starting lineups for both Croatia and Norway. Starting with Croatia, Livakovic in goal, Vardiol at left back, Erlich, Sutalo at centre back, and Versalico at right back. Brozovic and Kovacic in central midfield with Rebic on the left wing. Vlasic in attacking midfield with Ivanusek on the right wing. Kramaric is up front. For Norway, Andre Hansen in goal. A back four of Melling, Strandberg, Ayer and Holmgren Pedersen, and a midfield with El Yunusi, Thorsby, Berg and Odegaard on the right wing, with Haaland and Sorloth up front. Norway have started the brighter here. Here is Haaland, Odegaard. Oh, links it through lovely to Haaland, who takes the shot, but it is saved by Livakovic. And Norway will have the corner here, Melling to take. It is into the area, but it is well cleared by the Croatian defender. Looks like we're about to have a free kick here for Norway, who is about to step up and take it. It is going to be Odegaard. Oh, and he slots it through the whole defence and the goalkeeper. Very well finished by Martin Odegaard. That is an excellent goal for Norway to score. 22 minutes on the clock. Keeper was getting nowhere near that. Odegaard placed it very well towards the corner. Norway 1, Croatia 0. And it looks like a little bit of a repeat here, but this time for Croatia. Kramaric to step up. Oh, just over from Kramaric. I think it hit the bar on the way over. Very, very close for the Croatians to find an equaliser. We're almost at half-time here. Croatia have themselves a throw-in. Ivanusek, Rebic, Kovacic, into Vardiol. Back to Erlich. It is played into Ivanusek and he scores! Ivanusek has the equaliser for Croatia, and that is an important time to score for Croatia. They needed to get back into this match before half-time to give themselves a boost, and they've done just that. Ivanusek in the right place at the right time. Great cross from Erlich. Norway 1, Croatia 1 as we head for half-time. There's only 2 minutes left of the half, and it has indeed gone into the break 1-1 at Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. Who will take the initiative for this second half? Free kick to Croatia. It's been a game of set pieces more than anything, and good save there by Hansen. He just gets the ball out for a corner, and Croatia will look to create something from here. Brekalo with the corner. It is cleared. Ivanusek plays it into Brekalo again. Ivanusek play it to Kovacic, who blazes over from the edge of the area. Remains 1-1. And Hansen will look to get it started again for Norway. The ball has been lost there, and Kramaric is through here. He's been played through very well. Hansen with an excellent save. Out for a corner. Brekalo more likely to take this again. Yes, it is. He plays the ball in. Kovacic tries to get his head to it, but to no avail. Back to Brekalo, who is offside, and that's the end of said highlight, I believe. Croatia have had 17 shots in this match, 10 on target. A XG of 1.92 as well. By rights, they should be ahead in this match, but the Norwegians stand firm against a very strong Croatian side, it seems. Norway with the free kick, and it has been played back all the way to Hansen. Trying to play the ball out from the back here. Odegaard into Haaland. Not quite through, but there, Ryerson is through here. Oh, and it's been lovely. A lovely pass that's been slotted in. Norway scored in injury time. 91st minute winner, perhaps. All eyes were on Haaland initially, but he got blocked off by the two defenders. But the man going forward, bombing through, was Ryerson. Rounds the keeper, puts the ball in the back of the net, and that could be the late winner for Norway. What have Croatia got in these last few minutes? Quite possibly nothing. And it looks like... Oh, wait. Well, no, hang on. There is one final highlight. Unless it's the highlight that just takes us to the end of the game. Kramaric is through here. Oh, I was going to say Vidovic was through. He has the ball in the back of the net. But it is offside. And that should be that for the Norwegians. They might have just done enough to see themselves into the quarterfinals of Euro 2024. But the Croatians keep on coming. The final whistle hasn't gone yet. It's been cleared again. That surely has to be the final whistle, ref. It's the 96th minute, and there you go. Frantic end to the game. Croatia cruelly denied an equaliser. It is a final score of Norway 2, Croatia 1. Croatia go home. Norway into the quarterfinals. And so the second round of the Euro 2024 tournament has been completed, and these are the final results that have come in. Germany have beaten Serbia. It's worth noting I still don't have the actual official German squads downloaded into FM, so unfortunately it is still the random ragtag bunch that the game has just produced. It's going to be very interesting if they make it to the final, because we're going to have to see who they are. It is just hoping someone actually knocks them out then. Portugal beat Sweden 1-0. Belgium have beaten Spain 3-1. Spain considered one of the favourites. For Belgium, this has to be one of the last chances for their golden generation to actually win a trophy. Holland have seen off Slovenia 1-0. France have continued their quest to take the European crown as well as the world crown by beating Denmark 2-1, naturally Kylian Mbappe scoring both goals. As we've seen, Norway beat Croatia 2-1. England are also through by beating the Czech Republic 2-0, and the reigning holders, Italy, have seen off Turkey, but only after extra time. A Ciro Immobile penalty after 101 minutes, seeing them into the quarterfinals. So as far as the quarterfinal matches go, we've got France versus the team we've just seen win, Norway. Interesting match. Belgium versus Germany. The match, Holland versus Portugal. And the match that we are going to be watching, if I actually select the correct manager, England versus Italy. A rematch of the Euro 2020 final. Will Italy continue their quest to go back-to-back in the Euros, or will England achieve redemption? It is the rematch of Euro 2020 final. England versus Italy. A redemption story for England, and they're going to have to go through the team that broke their hearts in Euro 2020 final, Italy. For Italy, they must get past England in order to retain any hopes of actually retaining their European crown. Can they do it? Can England find some redemption? We're about to find out. But first up, the starting 11s. First up for England, Ramsdale in goal. A back four, Shaw, Tomori, Stones and Reece James, with Rice at the base of the midfield, Foden and Bellingham ahead of him. Rashford on the left wing, Bukayo Saka on the right wing. Harry Kane is the man up front. For Italy, Gianluigi Donnarumma, the big man, is in goal. Back four of Di Marco, Bastoni, Bonucci and Di Lorenzo, with Jorginho at the base of the midfield, Locatelli and Barella ahead of him. Raspadori on the left wing, Zaniolo on the right wing. Ciro Immobile is the man up front. First highlight of the game here, and Italy have the ball. They are heading forward, but the ball has just been played too far ahead for Immobile to even try and get on the end of that. Here come England. Rashford on the left wing. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. There is Saka. Oh my God, it's been well saved on the line. Oh, that looks in, but the angle, it's too difficult to actually tell. I would say we go to sideline, but I'd rather the TV format. It's so much better to actually watch on. Free kick for England. Foden takes. It's a very deep one, and Stones had a chance if he could just get that on target, because Donnarumma was off his line. And we have made it through to half-time here at the Olympiastadion in Berlin. England 0, Italy 0. A contrast to the Euro 2020 final, when obviously the goals were in the first half. Could we get them in the second half instead? Di Marco with the free kick, and it has been played very deep. Ramsdale under pressure from two Italian players. It keeps hold of the ball. Harry Kane picks the ball up well. As Saka is through here, if he can get the shot off. I thought it went under Donnarumma's body there. Donnarumma's not looking the most solid in these highlights so far, but he still somehow achieved a 7.0 rating, which it kind of baffles me a little bit. Foden with the ball. Can he create something here? He finds Rashford on the left-hand side, past his man on the left, and he tries to go the shot alone, but there was nobody else with him. Harry Kane and Saka were nowhere to be found. As this quarter-final clash draws to a close, it is still 0-0. A goal now will surely be the winner. Pellegrini with the ball in. Oh my God, off the post, and Ramsdale just about keeps it out. Amazing goalkeeping there. He was in the right place at the right time. Locatelli finds Di Marco on the left-hand side. Can he get the cross in? Game lags a little bit, but Ramsdale collects the cross. Now, can he send the ball up? Long, and it is just past an England player. Zaniolo Playing it back over to Pellegrini. He looks the danger man on the left. Puts the corner in. And it is in! Oh, the heartbreak for the English continues against the Italians. Oh, that is so cruel yet again for the English. Pellegrini with a dangerous cross in. Scamacca with the powerful header just beyond the reach of Ramsdale. Oh, the heartbreak. You can just feel it among the English. The fans are downcast. They're not happy. And Italy have snatched one at the death. Italy yet again proving their dominance over the English. A 1-0 victory. They march on to the semi-finals. Yet more heartbreak for the English. A final score, England 0, Italy 1. How heartbreaking was that? Oh, God. The Euro 2024 quarterfinals are in the books, and these are the results. France sneaking through against Norway 1-0. Kylian Mbappe again proving the saviour for France. Belgium and Germany. Germany through on penalties after a 0-0 draw after 120 minutes. And the reality possibly of Germany making the final with a squad that's not even the real players is still a very big possibility. Portugal smash 10-man Holland 5-0, although to be fair by that point it was only 3-0 Portugal when Holland went down to 10 men after Van der Meer got sent off, but 2 further goals just rubber stamped the dominance for the Portuguese. And of course, as we saw, heartbreak for the English as they crash out against Italy 1-0. The semi-finals are thus France versus Germany. Please, France actually win. And the game that we will be attending for the semi-final, Portugal versus Italy, will be coming at you live in just a short moment. A semi-final between 2 of the most recent winners of the Euros. Portugal 2016 winners versus the reigning champions of Italy. Both with aspirations to lift the trophy once again. With Italy, they obviously want to go back to back. With Portugal, I don't know if they still have Ronaldo in their squad. I suppose we're going to find out. If they do, it might be his final swan song, unless they've just completely moved past him by this point. But let us get into the match here, and we are going to see... I was about to say we're going to see who the starting 11s are going to be, but only after this highlights, as we get one inside the opening minute, of which we'll see who some of the players are. Maybe we'll see if Ronaldo is actually on this pitch. Vitinho tries to play the ball forward, but Mendes is not able to get there. And it is back with Italy, who play out from the back. Calabria. Italy trying to get the ball forward quickly. No, it's Immobile just wide. And maybe now we will actually see who the starting 11s are. So with Italy, Donnarumma in goal. A back four of Calabria, Bastoni, Mancini and Di Lorenzo, with Tonali at the base of the midfield. Barella and Jorginho ahead of him. Pellegrini on the left wing, Zaniolo on the right wing, Ciro Immobile as the main man up front. Portugal have gone with Diogo Costa in goal. A back 3 of Lete, don't know how you pronounce his name properly, Palhinha and Diaz, with Mendes and Cancelo as the wing backs on both sides. Vitinha and Silva in the midfield, Goncalves and Fernandes through the attacking midfield, and João Felix is the main man up front. So no Ronaldo, he is not around anymore, so he must have retired. Will Portugal be the same without their former talisman? Free kick to Italy, and it has been cleared by Palhinha. Only as far as the Italian defence, because everyone for Portugal was back. Calabria to Barella. Oh, it's into Zaniolo on the right-hand side. Oh, and an easy tap in for Immobile. He has had a very decent tournament by the looks of things. I don't know how many goals he's scored so far. We'll have a look at that after the final. And especially if Italy make it to the final, Immobile must be feeling very good about getting more goals in this tournament. Easy tap in after a good cross from Zaniolo. And the Portuguese defence, they pushed out too far. They just were not able to clear the lines very easily. 1-0 Italy inside 20 minutes. Corner for Italy, Barella to take, and this has been cleared again by Ruben. Mancini. Italy just camping on the Portuguese area at the moment. They're having a lot of the ball. There is Immobile, and that is in the back of the net, but there is a suspicion of offside. Referee will consult VAR for this, and it's yet to be determined if Immobile has his goal. He will not. It is disallowed. And Immobile may be feeling a little hard done by there. Just offside. Ooh. A let off there for the Portuguese. The defence stepping up exactly when it needed to. And we go into half-time. It is 1-0 to the Italians. Can Portugal respond in this second half? They have themselves a free kick here. 3 minutes into the second half. And it is Bernardo to take. Oh, what a... very good free kick. I love the free kicks in this tournament. They have been absolutely sublime. And Bernardo Silva slotting one in the back of the net. Keeper was nowhere near that. And Donovan was 6'5". He's not exactly a small player. Excellent free kick. Portugal back on level pegging. Throw in from for Italy. DiMarco. Bastoni. Italy coming again here. Apart from that free kick for Portugal, it has been all Italy that we've seen in this game so far. Pellegrini putting the ball in, but Zaniolo wasn't able to get there. Di Lorenzo puts the ball back in. There is Immobile. He heads just over. He is the danger man for Italy going forward. Almost like a big target man. But he was unable to see the ball even on target. And there's Di Lorenzo, Italy. Just having so much fun against this team right now. There's Immobile again. He comes again. And another chance goes begging. Saved by Costa. Corner in injury time. DiMarco. Immobile couldn't get to that. DiMarco is going to scoop up the ball though. Can he put it back into the area? Is there one more chance for the Italians? They did this against the English. Tonali. Oh, Tonali has scored. But again, could be offside. Zaniolo is the man who could be penalised for being offside here. I think that would be very harsh, sorely, on the Italians. It's been awarded! The Italians have done it again, breaking Portuguese hearts this time. The English hearts wasn't enough in the last round, it's now the Portuguese hearts. Italy have scored even later than in the game against England, and that could be enough to send them to the final. It's the 94th minute, we've got ourselves a highlight here. I think Italy might just be playing out time now. Immobile into Zaniolo. Immobile, Raspadori into Immobile, and that's the cherry on the cake. That's it. Italy are in the final, and Immobile's had an excellent game. You can't say the Italians haven't deserved it. They've dominated this game, just highlights-wise. But Portuguese hearts have been broken so late in this game. They'll know exactly how the English felt from the quarterfinals, but my goodness, Italy, kings of the late goals in this tournament. Is that a sign for what we could see in the final? And that is your lot. Italy have confirmed themselves into the Euro 2024 final. The back-to-back dream continues. Portugal left to rue what could have been. Final score, Portugal 1, Italy 3. And so the Euro 2024 semi-finals are completed. As we've just seen, Italy with very late goals to see off Portugal 3-1 in the semi-final. The first semi-final was between France and Germany. And it's going to be the not quite real Germany who will be in the final against Italy. That's going to be very interesting. We're going to be watching a German side, which is the default game players. So no Thomas Müller, no Adeyemi or any of the real, or Neuer, any of those real German players. This is going to be very interesting to see what the game has thrown up for us. Dare I say that we're all going to be Team Italy for this one, because I would rather the real players actually won this. We'll see if they can get the job done. We'll see if they can go back to back. We'll see if they can see off the game-generated players that are Germany in the Euro 2024 final. And here we are, folks. It is the Euro 2024 final. The game-generated players of Germany versus the potential back-to-back champions, the reigning holders, that are Italy. Who's going to walk away with the trophy on this glorious day in, I believe, Berlin? It's also worth noting, and I've completely skipped over this, Germany are the hosts of this tournament, so they're going to have a huge backing from the home fans. Although saying that, I'm seeing a sea of blue and white in this stadium. Interesting. But here are the starting 11s for both Germany and Italy. Starting with Germany. I mean, are we going to know any of these players? No, we're not. But we're going to go through it out of respect for them. Markert in goal. Fuss. I think that's Fuss at right back. Selke, Brinkman and Radulovic in defence. Fritsch and Damhain in the base of midfield. Raab, Naderi and Forster as the attacking midfield with Herman up front. game-generated players. No idea who they are. As for Italy, a much more familiar lineup. Donnarumma in goal. A back four of Di Marco, Bastoni, Bonucci and Calabria with Locatelli at the base of the midfield. Barella and Jorginho ahead of him in midfield, and Pellegrini and Zaniolo on the wings. Immobile up front. Corner for Italy in the first highlight of the game, and there is Bastoni! Bastoni has scored for Italy. And the hosts of Germany and their entire nation are stunned. It's been a very slow opening half an hour, but Italy have the goal from a set piece, and Bastoni is the one that edges Italy in front. But we get a highlight for Germany straight off, and it is Forster on the ball, Radulovic. I'm going to take a while getting used to who these players actually are. He crosses the ball in, it has been cleared by Bastoni, and there is Ricky turning the ball over for the Italians. The Italians, they're just going to be patient, playing the ball out. Not quite Italian style, but it is pleasing to see. I'm not going to lie, it is pleasing to see Italy in front. I think we're all going to be Team Italy here against the relative nobodies of Germany. Still can't get over how I haven't sorted out the German squad problem. Ricky into Pellegrini, into Immobile, and that is a second goal. And that could be the goal that seals the trophy for Italy. It's only 31 minutes, but Italy are so mean defensively. They may concede a goal here and there, but generally, I don't think they've conceded 2 goals in this tournament in any one game. And if that's the case, then Germany, it's not looking good for them, is it? They're going to be completely up against it, even if they have the home advantage. It's worth noting as well, Barella did pick up an injury. He's already gone off. Despite that, Italy are still strong. Vicky came on for him, and they've just still looked very dominant so far. And that ball just completely missed everybody. It is back with the Italians. A third Italian goal will surely seal the trophy. Zaniolo plays it into Immobile. Oh, just off the post. Oh, that was close, and that would have finished it for Italy as they go in at half-time 2-0 up. Free kick to Germany here, and there is Brinkman, but it goes well over. I think he's just been substituted as well, because that's the last time we'll be seeing him in this game. Probably the last time we'll see him ever. Italy come again here, playing the ball forward to Immobile, and that's a third goal. That is it. That's over. Immobile with his second of the game. Italy's third. Germany stunned. The relative nobodies have fallen to the mites that is the Italian machine. Back to back. Certainly much more attacking than they were in Euro 2020, and they've looked good value for that 3-0 lead. They come again here, Di Marco with the free kick. And I think Germany have just given away a penalty here. They've just been absolutely smashed in this game. The referee's going to VAR, but I think it's going to be that penalty. It is. Is Immobile going to take it? Yes, he is. He's on a hat-trick. He gets it. A final hat-trick for Ciro Immobile. He has arrived finally on the European international stage. And Italy romping home to another European trophy. 4-0 after 55 minutes. Again, you can't say they haven't looked good for it. And they come again here. Again. Calabria on the right-hand side. Zaniolo just passes into the middle, but this time Brinkman is wise to the tricks of what they do, denying Immobile a simple tap-in. Calabria again. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. And there is Pellegrini. It's 5. This is an absolute smacking now. This is Germany's home turf. These German fans who are sitting here, they're not actually still in the stadium in real life. They would have been gone. They would have been rioting in the streets. This is utterly brutal by Italy. They're taking Germany and putting them to the sword. 5-0 on your own home turf. Italy are looking for 6 here. This is on key highlights, just to let you know. Calabria, can you put the ball in again here? Oh my god, he just went down. I think that is just outside the area, though. I think that is outside the area. I don't know. If this is a penalty, this is cruel to the Germans. No penalty, I thought so. It's going to be a free kick on the edge of the area. But Calabria just looked like he was looking for it. And that ball has been cleared. Pellegrini picks it up, though. He's been dangerous from the left-hand side this tournament. Ricky into Pellegrini. Crosses the ball in, but nobody is there at the back post. And it will go out for a throw-in. I don't know if we're actually going to see it. Nah, we won't see it. If Germany somehow come back from this, this is going to be the mother of all comebacks. And I'm glad I've recorded it. Oh, that's just off the bar. It was a mistake by a defender there. I don't know if that was Bonucci. Here comes another German set piece, but it has been cleared and Immobile has the ball going forwards. There's no real options. You might have to cut back here. Oh, he plays it over to Pellegrini. Nobody in the area. There is now. Immobile. He's been unstoppable in this game. 4 goals for Immobile, 6 for Italy. The Germans are shell-shocked. The German fans are rioting in the streets. The Italians are having a full-on party. Loud Italian noises with even louder gestures. That will be going on in Berlin tonight. 6-0. This is brutal. I haven't seen this since the 2026 World Cup simulation I did in FM21. And even then that was Norway. Oh my, what a smacking. Well done. Well done to the Italians. I've got to give them that. This wasn't your normal Italian play. This wasn't Catenaccio. This was brutal attacking football at its absolute finest. Italy have deserved the Euro 2024 trophy. Congratulations to the Euro 2024 champions. They've gone back to back. Germany licking their wounds. They haven't been this bad since England smacked them 5-1. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Full on deserved for the Italians. And they will be looking to defend their trophy again in Euro 2028. I mean, that scoreline just doesn't look any easier to look at, does it? Germany 0, Italy 6. They just put the Germans to the sword. I wonder if that was actually the real German squad, would that have been any different? I know they got to the final, but would it have been any different? Maybe, maybe not. Regardless, the Italians are your Euro 2024 champions. Congratulations to them. So confirmation then that Italy are the back-to-back champions in the European Championships. They will defend their trophy and hope to go three-peat in 2028. Before we go, let's just have a look at some of the best players in the tournament. So for most goals, Ciro Immobile, no surprise, 8 goals, 4 of them in the final. He is by far the top scorer in Euro 2024. Bernardo Silva with 6 and Kylian Mbappe with 5. Very, very well done to Immobile. He's had an excellent tournament. In fact, how many goals has he got now? 84 caps, 37 goals for Italy. He is looking like one of the top. If he's not the top player in Europe, I don't know who is. There we go. Immobile with 8 goals in this entire tournament. Pellegrini with 4 assists from left wing. He's looked very dangerous in this tournament. Pedri and Nuno Mendes sharing second place with 3 assists apiece. Didn't want to do that. Most shots was Ciro Immobile. No surprise, 28 shots, 8 goals. A goal every 49.75 minutes. That's insane. Andre Hansen with the most Player of the Match awards, with 2, along with Ciro Immobile and Diogo Costa with 2 apiece. Well done to all 3 of them. Andre Hansen is actually a goalkeeper, I believe, for Norway. Yep. So he did very, very well keeping Norway in games when they needed it the most. As far as clean sheets go, it's Diogo Costa with 4 for Portugal, Gianluigi Donnarumma with 3, and then Jan Oblak and Aaron Ramsdale for England, Slovenia and England respectively, with 2 apiece. Well done to both those guys. And the average rating overall, we didn't see that on the previous page. Bernardo Silva, the best player, just about from Jan Oblak, and Kylian Mbappe, 7.75 for Bernardo Silva. Well done to him, he was the best performing player overall in the entire tournament. So that wraps up Euro 2024. I hope that you've enjoyed this tournament simulation, and I hope to be back very, very soon with another tournament simulation that will be coming up. Another first on the channel. It will be the Copa America 2024, which went on at the same time. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this simulation. If you have, make sure you hit the like button down below. Smash the big red subscribe button. It does help the channel out. It's free to do, and your support means so, so much. Thank you for the support that you've given this channel so far. But I thank you all so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you all in the next video.